What's going on, everybody? It's Matt with That Jeep Adventure, and today I just want to make a quick little video talking about van curtains. So I spent the whole past week sewing every night after work, but I finally got it done. Definitely wasn't the easiest project, but now that it's done, it turned out great. So basically, I'm just going to show you how I made one of the curtains and then how we hung them, and then pretty much the rest is self-explanatory. So let's get inside the van and show you what it looks like. This is how I did the side doors. I wanted to be able to take these curtains completely on and off just for driving purposes. You pretty much need this window to change lanes and stuff like that. You can't just fully rely on your mirror, so it's definitely inconvenient when this is covered. So I made this to where it was easy to pop these on and off. Basically all I did was sew some grommets into the corner of the curtains, and then I just used some little eyelet hooks to secure it with. So instead of completely removing it when I'm driving, I can just remove these top clips and hook them down here on the bottom and just kind of let it hang. All right, for the windows on the driver's side of the van, I made pockets into the curtain, and then I just used a wire and hung it from the front to the back. So it's actually one continuous wire with the curtains just kind of threaded through the wire the whole way down. Alright, so it was really easy the way we did it. We just kind of drilled a hole into the panel and then threaded eyelets in it and used some thin wire and some saddles to tighten the wire and keep it held together. So this curtain I also wanted to be able to kind of move easily, so I made this window in two curtains. So whenever you're driving, you want to be able to look over your shoulder and kind of see, you know, your blind spot. So basically it just slides down the wire and out of the way. You can also see that our wire is supported kind of down the line at each cross of the window. So right here where there's a split and there's a new section of window, we just added another eyelet to support the cable on the top and the bottom. The back windows on the doors were done the same as the side doors. So basically it's just done with the hooks and the curtain that I can fold up and down to drive with. Alright, so now that we have the measurement for the window, we can trace it out onto our fabric. See, we used a white paint pen so you can see it. So now I'm just going to cut it out, and then we will kind of fold the edges, and I'll show you how to do that, and then we'll sew them up and it'll be ready to get put in the van. Make sure when you cut your fabric to leave some excess. So I needed it to be 20 inches tall, so I actually made this 23. That way whenever I fold it in, I'm not losing any space to make my seams in my pockets. Alright, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna fold one fold up, and then we're gonna fold it again so that won't leave any exposed fabric, and then we'll sew right through here to make the seam. So we're gonna pin this into place, and we're gonna work our way down the fabric and fold it. And then as we're sewing, we will remove the pins kind of as we go. And you can be as precise here as you want. For my purposes, as long as it's close, I'm gonna be happy with it. So I'm pretty much just eyeballing it and getting the seam even all the way down. And then I'll measure the other one as I fold it to make sure that my width is right. So we got our first seam down. Take your time, go slow, and it's really not all that hard. So let's get the other sides done. All right, so now we're gonna stretch it out and measure it and make sure it's at least big enough for our window. If it's a little bit bigger, that's fine. I mean, it is 66 dead on the money. All right, well that wraps it up. Pretty simple to get curtains in your van. I mean, I had never sewn before this project, so I just looked up online. I watched a couple videos on how to sew, how to make curtains, and borrowed a sewing machine from Ross's office, and he kind of gave me a walkthrough on how to use it. And you know, once we kind of got the machine figured out, it really wasn't too difficult after that. So don't be intimidated by it. Just take your time. It took me over a week of kind of working to get it done, but it was definitely worth it. So subscribe to the channel, and then also follow on Instagram at That Jeep Adventure.